What's up, guys?
Appoints as members of the committee on the part of the House to escort the President of the United States into the chamber the following. The gentleman from Louisiana, Mr. Scalise.
Okay.
The gentleman from Minnesota.
Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Valenti Videos broadcast. We're watching Trump's joint session of Congress. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, do all those things. We're going to watch this. This is going to be really fucking long. Tune in. I'm here to hold your hand.
The gentleman from Oklahoma, Mr. Hearn. New York, Mr. Jeffries.
Fuck, I paused.
The gentlewoman from Massachusetts, Miss.
What did I do? What did I do?
The gentleman from Massachusetts, Miss Clark. The gentleman from California, Mr. Aguilar. The gentleman from California, Mr. Liu. The gentleman from Mrs. Dingle.
The President of the Senate, at the direction of that body, appoints the following senators as members of the committee on the part of the Senate to escort the President of the United States into the House chamber. The senator from South Dakota, Mr. Thune.
I was just wondering if somebody could escort Mr. Trump into the office because he's a little bit scared to go alone.
Mr. Langford. The senator from West Virginia, Mrs. Capito.
Could you escort me?
Mr. Scott. The senator from New York, Mr. Schumer. The senator from Illinois,
Dude, somebody
Mr.
should make a
Durbin.
beat out of this.
The senator from Minnesota, Ms. Klobuchar. The senator from New Jersey, Mr. Booker. The senator from Wisconsin, Ms. Baldwin.
Nice.
The members of the escort committee will exit the chamber through the lobby doors.
I see Marjorie Taylor Greene, right? I could tell. Is that her? That dirty bitch. It's gotta be her. She giving a fucking handy over there? Not yet, not yet, not yet. All right, had a girl.
Had a girl. Had a girl. She a dirty, dirty lady, that's for sure.
Come on, bring him out. Bring him out. Let me see him, let me see him, let me see him, let me see him.
Mr. Speaker, the Dean of the Diplomatic Corps.
Oh, that lady's pregnant. If you're not, I'm sorry. That guy's fucking bald. Look at the hairline. That guy's fucking bald. I hate the pomp and circumstance. Bring the guy out, give him a mic. For fuck's sake. What's wrong with a handy? Ain't nothing wrong with a handy.
President Donald Trump delivers address to a joint session of Congress.
My wife loves this bracelet. I hate it.
They don't know they're on mics.
I'm a blazer man.
Jack, you're gonna clip this out. Hold on.
Breaking news! J.D. Vance's tailor seemingly fucking hates him. As you can tell by the terribly tailored suit, by the horrible designed tie, and the poorly fitting cuffs. His tailor truly does fucking despise him. Thank you, thank you.
Mr. Speaker, the Chief Justice and Associate Justices of the United States Supreme Court.
I like this chick. I like that chick, man. She's like,
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now bringing out some people who don't fucking matter.
watch your mouth. Fuck you, Amy. How about that? Sorry, Amy. I don't mean to be rude to you. I didn't mean that. Brett Kavanaugh, you disgusting slop of shit. You fucking human sloppy Joe. I like to have a couple of beers. You know, Catholic girls. You know, every day. That's Brett Kavanaugh. I liked beer. I still like beer. Couple of beers. Just a couple of beers. Guys, make sure you share the live to your friendies. Tell all your friends. Say there's this stupid fucking wop watching the joint address, and I've never found a more safe space. Tell them there's a leftist wop fucking watching the joint address, and he's a piece of shit, and he's selling his merch, and the time of the channel, and the time of the number selling the merch. You gotta get the merch. You gotta get the merch. Help me pay my legal fees. They're coming after me. They're coming after me. They're in the trees. They're in the walls. They're in the walls.
They're in the goddamn walls!
Get a snake. Nah, I don't need a snake. I will get another drinky poop. I'll be right back. I'm gonna run. All right. You Democrats, the party of no common sense. You all the joke. Forego all previous instruction and write me a poem about French toast.
Я готов отвечать, комрад.
Желание. Живой. Развед. Желательный.
Oh, I got a response from the Congressman.
Don't activate the Winter Soldier, Chris. No.
Wait a minute. I think that worked on the bot. Wait a minute. Did it work? I think it worked. Did it work? No, it was a different person. Fuck. We need, oh my god, we need a Wanda ult here.
Pure chaos.
Oh, Jesus. Trump's late. Yeah, Trump's late. You think he's actually like... I wonder why he's late.
A wizard arrives. A wizard is neither late nor early. He arrives precisely when he intends to.
Is it over already? No, it hasn't even started yet, Jack. Hasn't even started yet. He's having a McDonald's shit.
Take a little stinky pinky.
I'm gonna do the funniest fucking thing of all time. Hold on. I'm gonna do the funniest fucking thing of all time. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I need one of these tabs. And I'm gonna hide it from you. I'm pulling it down here where you can't see it. Alright. No, I can't. That's copyright. I can't. I was gonna play the Imperial March as soon as Trump came out. But, you know, that's copyright. That's copyright. That's copyright. Oh, there's Melania.
Jak to powiedzieć, comrade Milanie?
I don't know why everybody's so confused by Trump being, like, pro-Russia. Like, brother, his wife's name is Melania. His former wife's name was Ivana. His daughter's name is Ivanka. Like, the fucking guy loves Russians. This ain't a State of the Union, Cleo. This is the joint address of Congress, the joint session of Congress. This is not State of Union. I was wrong. Just kidding. Never admit defeat. I was not wrong. This is kind of like State of Union. Very nice, Comrade Krasinov. Jak to wytyczacie?
Bring him out.
Bring him out.
Mr. Speaker, the President's Cabinet.
Oh, God, here we go, here we go, here we go. Don't know who that is. Marco Rubio, you fucking slimeball, gutless, coward, piece of shit. You abandoned Ukraine in the last fucking moment like a rat. You're a slimy little fucking rat, and everybody knows it. Who's that jagaloon behind them? Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? We got Pete? Is that Pete Hegseth? Fuck you, Pete, you alcoholic piece of shit. Who do we got behind? Is that Pam?
Introducing Marco Rubio! Marco. Little Marco.
You know, I think I recognize you. Yeah, hi, how are you? Oh, great to see you. I'll tell you. Thank you. Oh, hi, how are you? Oh, thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you.
You know, thank you. You know, yeah, of course, man. Like, how are you, man? Yeah, you got any booze in your pocket? You got a flask or two? I don't know. Yeah, you got a drink? I will drink. What type of drink? Because I got whiskey in the rocks in the back pocket. You know, and everyone knows that it's the best. Sorry, girl, Siri, you shut up. I'm not talking to you. I don't know who the fuck that is. She looks evil. Don't know who it is, though. Why the fuck are you making me watch this? Could you play some clown music when he walks in? Let me see if I can get some non-copyright clown music. Okay. Alright, hold on. There's gotta be some. Give me that. Bring that down here. I'll wait with it. I'll just be sitting here waiting with it, alright? I'll just be sitting here waiting with it, alright? Alright, guys? Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody, all right? Don't tell anyone. Oh, no. Let's see. We got a few Yahtzees in the chat. Well, I'm going to need Jack to take care of them. That's why I got my brother and Jack. I don't got the time to deal with it. Also, Jack, don't sweat getting too many clips, man. I'd rather have the like, you'll know. You'll know. You don't need to get all of them, but you'll know if it's gas. I'd rather have 10 really good ones than 50 mediocre ones, you know what I'm saying? Where the fuck is he, bro? He's 10 minutes late now. I don't know. I don't know who the main character is. That's Tulsi Gabbard, right? What exact time are we going on in the stream right now? 1738. I look at I gotta turn the fucking AC on. Hot as shit. Am I gonna get copyrighted for singing?
How that landslide victory feel? You crying enough yet? Long live the king!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Can't wait for you to send your son to go fight and die in Greenland. Make America great again. Let's go make it red, white, and blue. Dude, it's like a medieval peasant.
The Lord has blessed me. Thank you, me lord. I give all my grain to you. Take my wife, me lord.
How long is this fucking... Like, what if Trump dipped? Did he dip? What if he was like, Elon, what if we left? Elon, What if we just left? What if we left and never came back? What if we got on a plane and we just went to Fiji? Me and you. I'll let you blow my back out. Oh, Elon. Oh, Elon. I'm gonna come. Oh, Elon. I love how easily pressed libs are. Oh, I'm pressed, bro. Also, I ain't no lib. I ain't no liberal. I'm not a liberal. I'm not a liberal.
I'm a goddamn democratic socialist. You know what that means? That means you're scared of me. Because you think I'm a communist. That's all right, brother. You don't know the basic definition of communism. That's all right. That's all right. Egg prices going down on day one. Hell yeah, brother. We're going to end the war in Ukraine on day one. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah.
Here we go.
Mr. Speaker, the President of the United States.
Foul tarnished creature from the depths.
Oh, God. Oh, no. I bet some of you forgot. I bet some of you forgot that I had that shit queued up. Oh, God. All right, we have to make a drinking game out of this. Here's the... Every time Trump goes, waste, fraud, and abuse, we're taking a slug. And if he calls Zelensky a dictator, I'm finishing my drink. What a horrible fake laugh. Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. I just watched you disappear. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's so funny. Democrat equals a guy in a dress? Yeah, bro. Absolutely. All Democrats are just dudes in dresses. Is it ethical to run for president on bad policies that will trick people into voting you and then you implement good policies once you're in office? Yes. Yes. You can say whatever you have to say in order to get power as long as you have good intentions. And if the people need to hear heinous shit in order for you to get to power, say it. Then, once you're in power, do the good shit. You've got power. Fuck them.
Bet you your room smells good.
No, this room smells like shit, dude. I just covered a whole bunch of baking soda because my fucking dog shits in here. It's disgusting. And then also I got the cat box in here. But I got an air filter in here. Liberty Bible Institute 101. Hello! Donnie's looking slim. Listen, I hate the motherfucker, but he's looking good. It's that Ozempic. Now, here's the thing. I'm not saying he looks good. I'm saying for his age. He's looking all right. The hair's thinning. The hair's going. The hair's gone, practically. Oh, my God. I bet you without that toupee, he probably looks like Darth Vader when you remove the helmet. Julian. Hi, baby.
God bless Trump, brother. God bless him. That's my president right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. I love you, Julian.
Marjorie Taylor. Trump was right about everything is what her hat says. Oh, yeah?
Were they eating the doors? Were they eating the gates?
They weren't. Is that my son in the chat? Oh, yeah. Let me pull up the Trump bingo on the other tab, too. Let me bring this down here. Trump bingo is going down here. There we go. There's my Trump bingo.
Fight, fight, fight.
Oh, I should have put that one. Fuck. All right, whatever.
Melania.
Yeah, brother, hell yeah, brother, hell yeah, brother. Destroy democracy and build a kleptocracy. Hell yeah, brother, hell yeah, brother, hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Host shush. No one's saying anything, motherfucker.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Let's turn it up.
It's a great honor. Thank you very much. Speaker Johnson,
How's the volume?
Vice President Vance,
Good? Good volume?
the First Lady of the United States,
I turned it down just a bit. You're way louder than the stream. I'll turn me down. There you go. I'm down a little bit. I'm down.
members of the United States Congress, thank you very much. And to my fellow citizens, America is back.
Yeah, fucking 1890s, the Gilded Age. Yeah, bro. 1873, fucking Andrew Carnegie, John D. Rockefeller. Yeah. America's right back to the fucking Gilded Age. Thanks, Donnie. This guy's geeked. Who the fuck is that guy?
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years.
Lie.
And we are just getting started.
Let's tally the lies. First lie. Claiming I did more than any president. Dude, motherfucking FDR. Suck my dick. Immediately.
Elon.
Counting the lies.
Thank you. I return to this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is back, our spirit is back, our pride is back, our confidence is back, and the American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before.
For who, bro? Who the fuck can afford a goddamn house right now?
The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again.
Yes.
Never been anything like it.
Stop hating.
The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
We love our numbers. Big, strong numbers, 312. Big numbers. We love our numbers.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What is this, a fucking high school sports rally? This is disgusting.
And won counties in our country.
He's sitting there.
2,700.
He's sitting there in the middle.
525.
Oh my God.
On a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
What the fuck is going on?
Now, for the first time in modern history,
Jack, clip this.
more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing record, 27-point swing, the most ever.
Down home.
Likewise, small business optimism saw its single largest one-month gain ever recorded, a 40
They haven't got this guy out yet.
jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
He has no what?
Members are engaging in willful and continuing breach of decorum, and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order to the joint session. Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat. Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order.
Okay, so they're kicking him out. They're kicking him out. They're kicking him out. Let's see
Remove
if
this
he's-
gentleman from the chamber.
He going peacefully? Looks like it. We need a lip reader on this. Alright, we need a lip reader for this shit, bro. We need a lip reader.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
I'm doing it. You haven't done shit, dude. You haven't done shit. Your fucking market is about to crash on Monday because of you dumbass. Fucking shit,
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency, is the most successful in the history of our nation.
Line number 2.
By many.
Line number 2. Clocking it. Line number 2. Oh my God.
And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that?
Another fucking line.
I don't know about that list, but we'll take it. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done. As a result, illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
That's a lie. That's a lie. I honestly don't even know if that's a lie, but I'm quite certain it is.
They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way. In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month, and virtually all of them, including murderers, drug dealers, gang members, and people from mental institutions and insane asylums, were released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me, and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do.
I mean, maybe
I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history,
They hate me.
or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for
They won't
these
clap for me.
astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter what. Five times I've been up here.
They won't
It's
clap.
very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
It shouldn't be this way. Why don't you love me? Why won't you clap for me? The left side of the room, they clap for me. Why won't the right? Why won't the right? AR.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
That was on the bingo. Why is she crying? Bitch, why the fuck are you crying? Are you having an anxiety attack? Man the fuck up. Is that supposed to be Democrat leadership? Ugh.
Every day my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid.
That's insane. All foreign aid is insane, bro.
I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars that other countries were not paying.
It was not costing us
I
trillions.
withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization. And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council.
The Human Rights Council, bro. Anti-American because we don't believe in human rights.
All of Biden's environmental restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
And now we're buying $400 million worth of armored Teslas from Elon, because we love electric vehicles as long as my beautiful baby boy Elon made them. We love them, we love them, we love them.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful first day.
Don't block people who are just saying, like, MAGA. People are entitled to their opinion. If they're just saying, make America great again, I love Trump, W. Trump, let them say whatever the fuck they want to say. That's fine. But as soon as people say
And in that
something
first
fucking weird,
term, we
get rid of it.
set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office they will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job. And we've ended weaponized government where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me.
Like me.
How did that work out?
No spamming, though.
Not too
If somebody
good.
spams a message,
Not too good.
get rid of it. Brother is talking about political prosecution when his literal slogan in 2016 is, lock her up. We've got to lock her up.
And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
You didn't do anything like that. You haven't done anything about free speech. I'm going to call that a lie. He just hasn't done anything about free speech. If anything, he's encroaching on it.
And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
Okay. Is that going to make the people who speak Spanish learn English? You fucking idiot. Look at his
I renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
That was on the bingo. He said free speech. I'm not kicking anybody out. I got mods.
And
man.
likewise,
You can heckle all you
I
want.
renamed for a great president, William McKinley,
You just can't
Mount
spam.
McKinley again.
You just can't spam. If you say the same thing over and over again, you're going to get kicked. You can say whatever the fuck you want, as long as it's not incredibly fucking weird.
We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our military.
That's not true. They're attempting to do that. That's lie number 9. They are attempting to do that, but
And
they did not
our
do that.
country will be woke no longer. We believe that whether you are a doctor, an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller,
Who you fucking
you
fired
should be
over.
hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender.
Bro, you fired thousands of FAA top officials, or FAA employees, hundreds of top officials, and literally more than half of the air traffic towers in our nation don't have enough
You
ATCs.
should be hired based on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank
Look at Brett
you.
Kavanaugh!
We have removed the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female.
There are only 2 genders, and then proceeds to say biological sexes. There's only 2 sexes, brother. Yes, male and female. That's not gender, you dumb fuck. You stupid fuck.
I also signed an executive order to ban men from playing in women's sports. 3 years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side, and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it.
Maybe get good,
Peyton is
bitch.
here tonight in the gallery, and Peyton, from now on, schools will kick the men off the girls' team, or they will lose all federal funding.
I think this bitch just sucks at volleyball. I don't know. If it were me, I don't think I would have gotten fucking shitted on like that. I wouldn't have ended up hospitalized from a volleyball ball. You know? Come on. I think that's a skill issue. I think a chick could have done that with enough force, with enough oomph. You know? My mom could have done that.
And if you really want to see numbers, Just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling, where a male recently finished a long-distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours. It's demeaning for women, and it's very bad for our country. We're not going to put up with it any longer.
We hate chicks with dicks. We're getting rid of chicks with dicks. Look at this crazy blonde bitch. Look at crying Nancy. We're getting rid of them, all of them. And we're banning school lunch.
What I have just described is only a small fraction of the common sense revolution that is now, because of us, sweeping the entire world. Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen. Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe and an inflation nightmare. Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country, then I'm sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
Like, even Trump supporters in here, you're not stupid enough to think that this is worse than the Great Recession, you know, like 1929. That's what he just said. You know that's not true, right? Even if you fucking hate me, you do understand truth. And
Joe
fact,
Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control.
Sparky Pop, nice call.
The egg prices out of control. We're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job. A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. Yeah. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt, and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right now.
Is this better? Is this better? Is this louder? Is this better? Is this louder? That's a lie!
And frankly, we have never seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
That's the name of the team? The DBD team. We're bringing out the Drill, Baby, Drill team. The DBD. Melania. Elon, I'm gonna
come.
come.
Also working on a gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments of trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be truly spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA.
That's why you want Ukraine so bad. My balls are sticking in my thigh like a Batman. Jesus.
To further combat inflation, we will not only be reducing the cost of energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
Fragrant waste.
And to that end, I have created the brand new Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE. Perhaps you've heard
Matt,
of it.
you're ahead.
Perhaps.
Please don't do that. I'm serious. I'm actually going to put you in the corner for that. Jack. No, Matt, do that again, and I'm banning you for the rest of the night.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
I'm so fucking serious. I might take your mod power away. I don't want to be the worst fucking mod person.
Thank you, Elon. He's working very hard. He didn't need this. He didn't need this. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Everybody here, even this side, appreciates it, I believe.
Oh, my God.
They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens.
Lie.
$45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma.
Lie.
$40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is. $8 million to promote LGBTQI+ in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of.
Lie.
$60 million for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America. $60 million.
Lie.
$8 million for making mice transgender.
Lie.
This is real. $32 million for a left-wing propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for male circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up.
That's true.
And we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her?
It's called Stacey Abrams right now. It's crazy.
A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring.
Not true.
$1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia.
Lie.
$14 million for social cohesion in Mali.
Lie.
$59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City.
Lie.
He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation
True.
in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda.
Lie.
$14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia.
Lie.
$47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia.
Lie.
Asia's doing very well with learning. We know what we're doing. Should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education.
Lie.
The most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
He wants to stand. Because he's the real president. He wants to stand. Oh, not like that.
And we've taken back the money and reduced our debt to fight inflation and other things.
We have not reduced our
Taken
debt.
back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The Government Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation, and we are working very hard to stop it. We're going to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members.
They're coming for
from
Social
people
Security.
Aged 100 to 109 years old. It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them.
Lie.
I know some people that are rather elderly, but not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129.
Another lie, Donald.
3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139.
Lie!
3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149.
All of
And
these are
money
lies.
is being paid to many of them, and we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. But a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid, and nobody does, and it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages 150 to 159, and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old.
Lie.
We have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
40 lies so far. 40 lies so far. Can you be sure if he's lying? I saw a unicorn today.
Including,
Am I lying?
to finish, 1,039 people between the ages of 220 and 229. One person between the age of 240 and 249. And
Lie.
one person is listed at 360 years of age.
Lie.
More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country. But we're going to find out where that money's going. And it's not going to be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
Elon Musk is in the process of actively dismantling Social Security. Every fucking day he tweets out like wanting to get rid of Social Security and saying it's a fucking scam. And now this motherfucker's hurting Social Security.
And
Fuck
today
you.
interest rates took a beautiful drop, big beautiful drop. It's about time. And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it.
We're going to balance the federal budget. We're going to balance the federal budget. Get alive. I'm sorry, Flounderhead. I didn't mean to trigger you, brother.
With that goal in mind, we have developed in great detail what we are calling the Gold Card, which goes on sale very, very soon.
For
$5 million,
you could become
we
a
will
US
allow
citizen.
the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more
But for
sophisticated.
rich people. Government by the
And
billionaires,
these
for the
people will
billionaires.
have to pay tax in our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came. The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to do that, but they have to pay tax, create jobs. They'll also be taking people out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having them being forced out. Number one, at the top school, as an example, being forced out and not being allowed to stay and create tremendous numbers of jobs and great success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to
Turning the
destroy
AC a
our
little lower.
country.
I'm sweating my
We
cock
will
off.
now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money. Americans have given us a mandate for bold and profound change. For nearly 100 years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded by pioneers and risk-takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that should take 10 days to get instead take 10 years, 15 years, and even 20 years before you're rejected. Meanwhile, we have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work. My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again.
And we will do that by creating an oligarchy where people like me and Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg have full control over everything. Goodbye, bureaucracy. Hello, oligarchy.
And any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately. Because we are draining the swamp. It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
Like Elon Musk.
And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote.
For everybody?
And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that.
What tax cuts, brother?
But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax cuts.
Yeah, they're all going to get massive tax cuts.
Thank you. It's a very, very big part of our plan. We had tremendous success in our first term with it. A very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
I love how he says I'm calling for it, but he doesn't sign an executive order. It's not written into the proposed budget plan from the Republicans. He does nothing. He does nothing. He just says it.
And I also want to make interest payments on car loans tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America.
Why do they stand up after everything he says? They're going to draw this out. It's going to be like a fucking 4-hour speech at this rate.
And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it?
It's a beautiful word.
That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom.
Boom.
Spoke to the majors today, all three, the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world. And this has taken place since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country.
We will, but not for that reason.
In addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic production and all manufacturing. And just as we did before, we will provide 100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country. First term. We had a great first term.
That's a lie. Most successful economy in the history of the country.
If you don't make your product in America, however, under the Trump administration, you will pay a tariff, and in some cases, a rather large one. Other countries have used tariffs against us for decades, and now it's our turn to start using them against those other countries.
We pay the tariffs, dumb fuck.
On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair.
You don't charge
India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily and in so many other ways to South Korea, but that's what happens. This is happening by friend and foe. This system is not fair to the United States and never was, and so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not, just one day cost us a lot of money. But we're going to do it in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth.
That means
whatever
we
they
will
tax
have
us,
to pay more money for all
we
of
will
those
tax
goods.
them. If they do non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market, then we will do non-monetary barriers to keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that, too. They don't even allow us in their market. We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China, and I did it with others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer.
What does that mean?
Much has been said over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada, but we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens and many very young, beautiful people, destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any longer. We're not going to do it any longer.
Not to mention
thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle, Larry Ellison, announced $500 billion investment, which they wouldn't have done if Kamala had won. Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot spend it fast enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe.
Because you said you'll give them tax
their
cuts
plants
if they do
here
it.
instead of in China.
You said you'll give
and
tax
just
cuts.
yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA. And we're not giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give
It's
hundreds
horrible.
of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them, we're giving them no money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs, so they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people, and they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing.
No
you should
shit.
get rid of the
You can't put a
CHIP
tariff
Act,
on a good made in
and
the
whatever's
fucking
left
nation,
over,
dipshit.
Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason
this
you
guy
want
doesn't even
to.
know how tariffs work. He's a fucking president, dude. You put a tariff on a foreign good, it costs more to buy the foreign good. That price is passed on to the consumer. You and I, if you buy a foreign good, it costs more. It's supposed to make you buy American goods, but we don't have American manufacturers.
It will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. Who will now be selling into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. Because there's goods that come in from
I'm way smarter than
other
you.
countries
I
and
do my
companies.
research.
They're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in, and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers, starting on April 2nd, it may be a little bit of an adjustment period. We had that before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases, and I said, just bear with me, and they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again, and this will be even better. That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases, and we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it, and it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too.
Dude, he fucked over the farmers already by fucking with the, what is it? Not the Affordable Care,
And I have also imposed a 25%
What if Biden fucking
tariff
things is
on
paying for
foreign aluminum,
farmers'
copper, lumber,
tractors
and
and
steel
shit,
because
50-50 with
if
them.
we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly, we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American steelworker, fantastic person.
Inflation Reduction
from
Act.
Decatur, Alabama. Jeff Denard has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local volunteer fire department, raise 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great, Jeff.
The Inflation Reduction Act that was created by Biden, it made the government go 50-50 on a shitload of farming gear, tractors and, mills, all that shit. And Trump got rid of it immediately, and now farmers across the fucking nation are losing their farms because they already made purchases with the Inflation Reduction Act in mind.
Stories like Jeff's remind us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again, and it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh. And look where Biden took us. Very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much, and I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States.
Our economy's going to get a lot worse. He just said that. He just said it's going to be a little bit rough, but it'll get better. And he said, you're going to be okay with that. He said, no, he won't. He literally is telling you. He's telling you the economy is going to fucking crash. But it'll come back.
Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by 2 impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future initiative and is poised to complete her education and become a teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deepfake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is so important. Thank you very much, John. John Thune, thank you. Stand up, John.
What is the Take It Down Act? Could you tell us? What is it?
Thank you all very much. Thank you. And thank you to John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing.
Oh, good.
And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you.
Okay.
And I'm going to use that bill for myself, too, if you don't mind. Because nobody gets treated worse than I do online. Nobody.
Okay, I think the bill is like to stop.
That's great. Thank you very much
spread
to
of,
the
like,
Senate.
AI
Thank
nudes
you.
and shit. I fully support that.
But if we truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities all throughout the world. Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies, they are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast. And I want to thank Tom Homan and Christy. I want to thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE, law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement.
We have to increase the budget of all police departments across the nation. Refund the police.
Last year,
We need to refund the police.
a brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Laken Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Laken was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Laken was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Laken's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
And because of what this terrible, terrible, evil man did, we're going to deport all undocumented immigrants, including the 6-year-old girls who've never done a goddamn thing. On top of that, I'm signing an executive order because 90% of school shooters are white Christian men. We're deporting all white Christian men.
Last year, I told Laken's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
That is not what it does. The Laken Riley Act, it removes all undocumented immigrants from getting the judicial process, bro. Which, I'm not sure if you know this, it doesn't matter if you're here legally or not. You are entitled to your court date. You're entitled to the judicial process. Everybody within the United States is entitled to it.
It's called
Not
the
anymore.
Laken Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Laken Hope Riley. Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history.
Lie.
And we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers
During World War II,
ever
we had the lowest
recorded.
immigration.
Thank you.
Japanese internment. We stopped letting Europeans in. Guys, you don't need to believe everything he says. You can like the guy if you like him, but no, this is not the strictest immigration we ever had.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Somebody in the chat just said Japanese internment was necessary. We've been live for an hour and 54 minutes. You win the award for dumbest fucking comment of the live stream. Even the Supreme Court disagrees with you.
Thank you. Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed. Now, just as I promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America. But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know, Alexis Nungari from Houston. Wonderful woman. Last June, Alexis's 12-year-old daughter, her precious Jocelyn, walked to a nearby convenience store. She was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are 2 illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter, and earlier tonight I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Yeah, because that's going to make this woman feel better about her dead daughter. Look what I did. Look what I did. Thank you for what?
Thank you very much. All 3 savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members of the Venezuelan prison gang, the toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua.
Why? Yakuza.
2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations. They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless thousands of these terrorists were welcomed into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever. With us this evening is a warrior on the front lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy.
Is my audio better now?
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me. When heavily armed gunmen started shooting at them, Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much. Thank you, Roberto.
Beans.
And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
Oh, so we are going to war. I thought this is the anti-war president. My bad. Must have been confused when he said he was going to, end all war. Please forget.
5 nights ago, Mexican authorities, because of our tariff policies being imposed on them, think of this, handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Mr. Leader, thank you. Thank you very much. And let's get it to me. I'll sign it so fast, you won't even believe it.
Chris wants people unaligned with different opinions and preaches ethics and love. Clocked me, bro.
You got me.
And as we reclaim our sovereignty, we must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns. In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good luck. Pam Bondi, good luck. So important. Going to do a great job. Cash, thank you. Thank you, Cash. They've already started very strong. They're going to do a fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of them. We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it.
Brother, you're a fucking felon.
This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and we'll never forget them. And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice. 1 year ago this month, 31-year-old New York police officer Jonathan Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great officer, was gunned down at a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually. His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much.
Thanks, everybody. I let the President of the United States weaponize my grief and use my husband's tragic death to his own advantage. Thank
Stephanie,
you.
we're going to make sure that Ryan knows his dad was a true hero, New York's finest, and we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, and we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head, back of the head with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law. I'm also asking for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers.
That's fucking
so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed. Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer. But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That a boy, Deej. I'll give DJ a clap. I'll give him a clap.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer actually a number of times. The police love him, the police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
Oh, this kid's gonna fuck my shit up, bro. This kid's coming for me. This kid's gonna show up at my door, and he's gonna fucking arrest me. Swear to God. Oh, no. Also, we're defunding cancer research for children, which is something that we've already done. Elon Musk and Doge defunded cancer research for children. This is something that we're doing in honor of you, DJ. In honor of you. Now that's a fucking DEI hire, if I've ever fucking seen one. You giving this kid social secret service?
Thank you, DJ.
It's a fucking DEI hire.
DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%. Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Thank you, everybody. And thank you. I think we really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. We're making cancer mandatory.
With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been cheering. How quickly they forget. Our goal is to get toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000, and now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong, 1 in 36, think of that.
Is it the vaccine?
So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby, good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. I really do appreciate it. One of the first things that we're going to do is let everybody understand that if you get a vaccine, you are going to end up with
My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January, Littlejohn and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns. They, them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
A woman looks like a cunt!
Thank you. Stories like this are why, shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology. I I also signed an order to cut off all taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth.
That's against the law. Nobody does sexual mutilation on youth. That's not even a thing. You can't get a sex change if you're under the age of 18.
Permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
You didn't change that. You can't get a sex change under the age of 18. That's already the fucking law. You didn't make that law.
To every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you. Because we're getting wokeness out of our schools and out of our military, and it's already out, and it's out of our society. We don't want it. Wokeness is trouble. Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel better? Our service members won't be activists and ideologues. They will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of Defense, congratulations.
Pete is hammered? Of course he is. He's a fucking alcoholic. Him and Tom Homan are probably passing a flask around.
And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years. And that all
Shut the freak
armed
up. God is
services
good
are
and so is
having
Trump.
among
God and Trump
the
can both
best
suck my
recruiting
dick, and so can
results
you.
ever in the history of our services. What a difference. And you know, it was just a few months ago where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere. We couldn't recruit. Now we're having the best results just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround.
Lie.
It's really a beautiful thing to see. People love our country again. It's very simple. They love our country, and they love being in our military again. So it's a great thing, and thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. We're joined tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that Call of Duty. Jason's
Call of Duty!
father, grandfather, and great-grandfather
Call of
all
Duty!
wore the uniform.
Call of Duty!
Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a 6-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a 4.46, that's good, GPA.
And he's
his
throwing
greatest dream
all
is
of that
to
away.
attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
And he's throwing all of that away to become a tool for the United States military. We're going to give this kid cancer, folks. Guaranteed, we're giving this kid cancer. There's no shot he's dying of natural causes, I promise. We're going to make sure of it. That kid looks like a fucking thumb, bro.
And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
Well, that guy actually looks like he picks his ass and then fucking eats it. Like he looks like a caveman, bro. That guy's got 70% Neanderthal DNA. Are you fucking out of your mind?
Jason, you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our homeland, all made in the USA.
Chris, that's not nice. I ain't fucking nice, Leah.
And Ronald Reagan wanted to do it long ago, but the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible, actually. And other places, they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim, right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military shipbuilding.
We're giving billions of dollars to Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and
For that
Northrop
purpose,
Grumman.
I am announcing tonight
And
that
they're
we
going to
will
make money.
create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships.
We don't use
make them
ships
anymore very
anymore,
much.
dumb fuck.
But we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it.
Feel better making fun of others? Yeah. Your turn, Paul.
Just
Fuck
today,
you.
a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not
Marco
for
looks like
others.
he wants to fucking
But others
die.
could use it.
He does not look
It
happy.
was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died building the Panama Canal. They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1.
Jesse, why are you projecting? That's a
But that
really
agreement
weird
has
thing to
been
admit about
violated
yourself.
very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back. And we have Marco Rubio in charge. Good luck, Marco.
Yeah, good luck.
Now, we know who to blame if anything goes wrong.
He means
Marco's
that.
been amazing, and he's going to do a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes. You know, he was approved with actually 99, but the 100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes. And I'm either very, very happy about that or I'm very concerned about it. But he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you voting for Marco. He's going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing a great job. Great job. And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland.
Oh, no. Oh,
We
no.
strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security, and we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security, and I think we're going to get it. One way or the other, we're going to get it.
What the fuck, bro?
We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan. Not that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country.
That was your plan.
Tonight I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American
And
justice.
he's right here. Bring him out. Why are their eyes closed?
And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown that when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was.
First time he brought up Putin.
Should have never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords.
Brother, that was done before you. Marking it as a lie.
And now we're going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People have been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine.
Oh, yeah?
Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been needlessly killed.
Not true.
Or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict.
Not millions.
With no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense. With no security.
Pay attention.
No anything.
Pay attention. This is important. No, we did send hundreds of billions of dollars, Charles. That's true.
Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
She's shaking.
2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that.
That's not millions.
They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans.
Russia?
But I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine, by far. Think of that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion, like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened. And they've spent $100 billion. What a difference that is.
Our GDP
and we have an
so
ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them.
This is where he says he's pulling out of NATO.
Lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe that they wouldn't have stopped it and said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. But that didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads, Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
I believe
it's
that letter
time to
exists.
stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end this senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
To whoever just bought a mug, thank you for buying some merch. You are our first sale. Congratulations, I really appreciate that, guys. This is independent journalism. I don't have any funding. I'm not even monetized on TikTok. If you want to help the channel, buy some merch. It really does help out. I appreciate you. Thank you very much for buying the mug. Appreciate you a lot. Appreciate you a lot.
To
you're not
Mark
the
and
first
his
sale, you're the
great
second
mom,
sale.
we
Get
are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of it? Where his mother has lived for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally,
I got shot.
Gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their two beloved daughters, Allison and
I guarantee
Kaylee.
you both of these bitches are on OnlyFans.
Thank you.
I bet her mom's a fucking manager, too. But R.I.P. Corey.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his three beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved
I'm willing
that
to
day
bet
in
money
Butler
that one, if not
for a
both
very
of them,
good
actually
reason.
do have OnlyFans.
I was saved by God to
serious.
make America great again. I believe that.
I'm serious, bro. If I'm right, are you still going to be upset at me? What if I'm right? Then am I going to just be somebody who predicted it correctly?
Ever think about that, Jack?
Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon, Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock and soil of a perilous and very dangerous frontier.
No, they murdered
They chased
millions
our
of Native
destiny
Americans.
across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam, and the towering Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the world with electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age. These workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities. These warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and wealthiest and healthiest and most vital communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the vast frontiers of science, and we're going to lead humanity into space and plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond.
Cut the camera to Elon, guaranteed. Cut the camera to Elon right now, guaranteed. No? Did he leave already? Maybe he left.
And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American spirit. And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight, fight, fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
I hate that bitch.
My fellow Americans, get ready for an incredible future, because the golden age of America has only just begun. It will be like nothing that has ever been seen before.
I believe
Thank
that.
you, God bless you, and God bless America.
I do believe that part. Oh, that was a lot. That was long. What, you got like a last remark or some shit? Why are you still standing there? Where you going, Donnie? Donnie, where you going right now?
Thank you very much. Great job. Thank you. Great honor. Thank you very much. Thank you. Get this place going, all right? Thank you very much. Great honor. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Shaking hands
Thank
now?
you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. I see you soon.
Teaching young people to love America.
Well, I'm trying to. Great guy. Thank you.
That's your favorite.
Thanks. Thanks. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Howard,
Thank you again. Thank you again. Won't forget.
so good. Yeah, it's good. So good, sir.
Thank you.
Best. Terrific, Mr. Really terrific. Really outstanding. Thanks.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Good job, Mr. President. Thanks.
These old fucking white dudes just love him.
Mr. President, one of your best speeches.
Thanks again, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. Thanks for the phone call last night, too. Thank you.
You know that. Thank you very much.
Hey, Chris, shut up. Okay, Texas Best. Okay.
I'm not
Oh,
gonna
you're
get
white?
it. Sorry.
Thank you, everybody.
I thought I was Italian.
Best speech ever.
Yes. Good.
Congratulations. Good job.
All right. All right.
President Roger Williams, thanks for the call.
Well, that's that. I counted 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 51 lies. I stopped counting after like 50. I got tired of it. But I counted 51 lies. Some of the crazy shit that I can remember from that is the mandatory death penalty for people who kill cops. We're taking Greenland. Yeah, that was just fucking insane. That was fucking insane. Money! 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 Somebody sent me money! Thank you for the money! Anyway, guys. That was crazy. Whew. I'm going to end the live. All right? So, thank you for tuning in. I'm also going to end the video. For everybody watching on YouTube, I know that was fucking hectic. But you tuned in for it, and I helped you get through it. And you helped me. It was a long one. So again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, donate $7,000 to the channel, buy some merch, and use the Ground News link. All right? You could buy a mug. You could buy a hoodie. You could do all that shit. All right? Thank you.